Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves a Scrap, and I'm bringing you a video from Down Under. Today is May 3 and it's May I Scraplift You with Crystal Barrett's hop that she organises each year. This one is from Vanessa Bell, who has kindly allowed us to scraplift her today, and this is my take on her wonderful layout. You can find all of Vanessa's details in the description below, as well as the list of people who are playing along with this May I Scraplift You month. Okay, so I've collected a whole group of ephemera that I may or may not use on this layout. I just went with the colours to see what I was going to put together to make this layout into a replica of Vanessa's wonderful layout. So I've got some chipboard pieces here which I'm going to colour up in a moment. I got my title, that's also chipboard, and I got those from Scrapbook Fantasies, which was an amazing prize that I recently received. I have these two photos here. They are from myself on my recent cruise. We were outside of Cairns. It was in the morning, and as you can see, that's sunrise, and we were just getting ready for a big day in Cairns, so I was pretty excited about that. So on Vanessa's, she has some mixed media in the background, and I'm going to do that. I've got this Kaiser Craft paper as my background paper, which is all I'm going to have as my background paper. It already has the frame built in. But these are branding strips at the bottom, really important, people. Keep those. You never know when you're going to use them. They're great for titles, and they're also great for phrasing. So I'm going to use that middle piece there, and I'm turning it on the side for this layout. So she's used some inking on hers for her mixed media, but I'm just going to use some textured paste through a stencil, and it's rope, like on a nautical theme, just to keep the theme going. I'm also now just colouring up the title. Some people like to keep the chipboard clear. I like to add a bit of colour. I'm putting in some solar paste. This one's called Crocodile Tears. So it gives a greeny blue tinge to the surface, and you can see that going on there. Throughout the rest of the video, it looks like I didn't do anything to that flower, but I actually did, and it's just the lighting. For this chipboard here, which looks like a porthole to me, I am adding some of the gold solar paste, and I've put that aside to dry. Now that my texture paste is all dry, I'm able to move on with this layout. I just went through my scrap pile to pull out pieces, which I also used to triple map my photos. Now my photos are a little bit bigger than Vanessa's, but that's okay. It just shows that the idea of scrap lifting is to take one idea and make it your own. I'm using some foam tape here to pop up my photos because I want them up off that background, and throw in some shadows and add some detail to the layout. I've got this little tag here from Pink Fresh, and I'm just adding it up there to the top corner to match the corresponding element that Vanessa has on hers. I'm pulling together the clusters now. Now when you do clusters, you play with them until you're happy with them. You move things around, you fuss with them. I admit they are fussy. Some people are really good and they have that idea already in their heads. Most of the time when I'm creating a cluster, I have no idea what I'm going to do until it comes together. So I had the philosophy of just add more, and that's what I do here. So I have gone off screen and adhered all of those into place. You don't need to see me doing that. I've put in the title now that it's dry. As you can see, it's got that nice shimmer sheen. And I put in the porthole where she had the bow. So I've not added a bow, but I've added this cluster here to replace that bow. Now the flower looks like it's got nothing on it, but trust me, it is in that shimmer Crocodile Tears. I'm adding some more to my clusters because they're looking a little bit thin to my liking. So to bulk them up, I've gone and got my favourite punch, and I'm cutting out some leaves, and as you can see, just by tucking in a little bit of foliage, it's now bulked out that cluster and makes it a little bit more fuller for the page. And finished. They look finished. So just using the leftover cardstock that I mounted my photos with, I'm tucking them in under the clusters. Now this time I'm using pops of colour, and I love pops of colour. They're a creamy, thick mixture, and they're like Nuvo drops, and I'm just built up my visual triangle, as you can see. Yes, I have got more. I've got 5 clusters on there, but I'm drawing attention for the eye through the 3 with just the 3 lots of the Nuvo, or the pops of colour this time. I went through and I popped the colours by flicking underneath, and that now gives an enamel dot effect. I'm adding onto the lens of my cameras some dimensional accents so that it gives a reflective surface like a lens. And that strip of paper was annoying me. It was a bit harsh. So what I'm doing is I'm softening it up with some faux stitching in a metallic gel pen of the colours, so you can see that it now blends into the layout instead of just looking like it was sticking there for no reason. Most important, don't forget to put your dates on your layouts, because when people look at them, they'll know when that happened. And I'm just putting in November 2023, and it's outside of Cairns, so anyone that looks at that in the future will know what that layout represented. So there's the layout that I have lifted using Vanessa's fantastic original. I really do like how this turned out. There's the clusters, as you can see. You can see the mixed media in the background. There's the pops of colour that are drying nicely into like enamel dots, and that's my layout. So I hope there's something here that inspires you, something that you can take away. Remember to watch all the videos for the girls playing along with this pop. May I Scrap Lift You is a big event across Instagram and YouTube, and all the girls who have volunteered to allow us to scrap lift is really special. So let's pay homage to those great crafters out there. This is my layout. I hope something inspired you. I'm Kathy, Scrapping Down Under, and I'm Kathy Loves to Scrap. If you liked it, give me a like. It lets YouTube know that you want to see more of my work. And don't forget to watch the other girls that are playing along. All of their links are through the playlist that is listed below, as I've stated. I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap. You can find me on Instagram. Just scan the code here. That's where all my layouts end up, even those without videos. I want to thank you for watching. Happy scrapping. See you next time.